Today's cyber attacks are moving faster than ever, which means defenders need to move even faster. Adopting security automation is essential for responding to quick spreading threats efficiently. Now, automation isn't just a buzzword. It can help reduce attackers' dwell time, alleviate alert fatigue, and it has the power to scale your security operations. But despite its advantages, it's often underutilized, mainly due to the uncertainty around its impact to the organization and the perceived effort required to implement it. In this video, you'll learn practical ways to safely and easily embed automation into something every security team should have, which is a cybersecurity playbook. At the heart of any prepared security team is the Cybersecurity Response Playbook. This playbook contains tailored guidelines and procedures to combat common cyber threats such as phishing, malware, and more. Now, there are many components to a cybersecurity playbook, but the three most critical pillars are containment, investigation, and remediation. By applying automation to these phases, you will not only harness the full benefits of automation, but also increase your organization's speed and effectiveness in defending against cyber threats. So let's begin with the containment phase, because this is where the battle begins. You've detected a threat, now you need to stop it from spreading within your network. Given the rapid pace at which threats can emerge, automating this phase is crucial. The objective of this phase is to quickly isolate the threat and limit its impact, allowing you more time to investigate it. When deciding what containment automations to apply, choose actions that will contain as much of the threat as possible while minimizing potential harm to the business. Focus on short-term, easily reversible actions like blocking a URL, quarantining an email, or resetting a password. The fastest way to cut off the spread of a threat is to set containment actions to be platform initiated, meaning actions will trigger without human interaction based on the criteria you set in advance. Now, once a threat is contained, the next step is to assess the impact and scope. That happens during the investigation phase. The goal of this phase is to determine the source and method of the attack and to evaluate any potential data compromise. This involves gathering detailed information to decide the most appropriate next steps. Automation can help ensure consistency and comprehensiveness across those investigations. You should automate the typical questions you would ask for that trigger detection, like who are the impacted users and devices, or has a malicious IOC been observed in the network? These automation actions should be also platform initiated, as it's low risk to have a machine perform simple and repetitive queries that otherwise would burden a human analyst. Now, if the investigation phase confirms as a threat, the remediation phase focuses on recovery and prevention. The objective here is to completely eliminate the threat and prevent similar cyber attacks in the future. Automating this phase can minimize financial, reputational, and operational risk by speeding up the remediation time. For this phase, develop predefined playbooks that can be initiated by an analyst based on the investigation results. Once the impact assessment is complete, the automations can be applied as outlined in your playbook. Some examples of automation in this phase might include isolating a host, removing ransomware, or deploying security patches. Starting with human-initiated automation in this phase is a practical approach, as remediation actions often depend heavily on the investigation result, which can vary significantly. This method allows for careful implementation of automation while still minimizing risk. The key to effective automation is to apply it in ways that best suit your organization. Consider how the automation action will impact business operations, such as productivity or revenue generation. The action should always be something that the business feels comfortable with doing, even if the result is a false positive. Before deciding to automate, always ask these three important questions. Will this action disrupt critical business operations? Does this action correspond with the organization's risk tolerance? And can this action be easily reversed or modified if needed? It's important for organizations to adopt and apply automation safely to respond quickly and accurately to cyber threats. A practical way to do this is by applying it to the containment, investigation, and remediation phases of your cybersecurity playbook. For specific use cases, check out our Automating Playbooks blog series, which provides practical guidance on applying automation to scenarios like phishing, malware, and credential compromise. Also, watch our Lightboard video for a step-by-step guide on implementing automated actions within your network.